Let's start the hearing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 21st of 2024. We are convening a session of the Philadelphia Tax Review Board. My name is Melissa Andre. I'm the Executive Director. With me today is our Board Chair, Paula Weiss, as well as Board members Nancy Cameradiner, Ryan Boyer, and John O'Connor. Please be aware that this is a public hearing and it is being recorded. Because the meeting is public, participants and viewers have no expectation of privacy. And by continuing to be in this meeting, you are consenting to being recorded. This recording will be posted on the Tax Review Board website. At this time, I'm going to hand over the controls to our chair, Paula.
Okay, this is Paula Weiss, Chair of the Tax Review Board. These hearings are now in session for March 21st, 2024. I'm going to read into the record several cases that have been acted on previously and continued from today's docket. That is case number one, actually case numbers 1, 2, and 4 for the same taxpayer, Richard Bukkake. Last four digits of the docket, 9008. 9002, 9007 for the property, other two properties, 2822 Kirkbride, 42, no, just 20, I'm sorry.
2822 Kirkbride.
Yeah, 2822 Kirkbride Street. And those matters are continued for today, which brings us to taxpayer known as Philly Auto Inc. for 4200 Tarsdale Avenue. Last four digits of the docket are 7229. 9359 and 7156. It has been brought to our attention that there is no one present at this time for the taxpayer. Is that correct, Ms. Andre?
That is correct. There is no one here in the office of 100 South Broad Street, and there's no one in the Zoom waiting room, and it is approximately 2:14 p.m.
Right. So I'm going to ask if you can look into the file and tell us where the notices were sent for this matter.
Sure. The notices for this hearing were sent to 2024 Gillingham Road, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19124. This is the address that's also on the petitions. Previous notifications have been sent to that attorney, but we were given notice that that attorney is no longer representing the petitioner. So we sent it to the address on file.
Okay. And we've not had a response, and at the last hearing, I believe they did have an attorney representing them. Therefore, I'm going to turn to Mr. Cohen, who's representing the city of Philadelphia, to ask him if he has any comments before we go forward.
Thank you, Chair. This is Jeffrey Cohen for the city of Philadelphia. Just to make sure that it is noted on the record, the attorney Jeffrey Golden did respond and say that he is not representing Philly Auto Inc. in this case. Jeffrey Golden was their attorney for a related but separate federal court matter. William Martin, I believe, was the attorney who filed these petitions in 2017. He has not responded to an email that I sent on March 15th, but he was record counsel on the petitions when they were filed. I believe Director Andre, I think you said that he was sent a notice of the previous hearing?
Mr. Martin was correct.
Okay. So then he may remain counsel for Philly Auto Inc. in this matter.
All right. So at this point, since I think it is unclear to us that we notified the correct parties at the correct locations, I'm going to recommend that the board continue this matter so that we can be sure that we notify either the attorney representing Philly Auto Inc. or Philly Auto Inc. correctly in order to go forward with this hearing. Can I get concurrence from
my name is Ryan Boyer, I concur.
John O'Connor, I concur.
Nancy? Oh, I don't think she hears us. Nancy, all right.
I hear you. Thumbs up, Nancy?
Continued, Nancy? Yes? Okay. And Paula Weiss, I concur, which does give us a quorum for the board. So this matter is going to be continued to another hearing date. And I think that, yes?
And the board will continue to look for an attorney with the help of Mr. Cohen in an attempt to, I'll try to find out the proper address so that way this won't happen again.
Does the board send out notices of hearings also over email or only by regular mail?
Per the regulations, it has to go out by first class mail, but I would gladly also send a notification if I have an email address.
If I can find any other addresses, I'll email them to Director Andre, and hopefully that will allow the board to be confident at the next hearing that notice was provided.
Thank you very much. I know that the L&I, just one last comment, the L&I notices a violation or the billing, I'm sorry, the billing went to a Los Angeles address. I don't
That's
know.
correct.
Came
That
up.
was the address, I believe, on their deed, which was only recorded a few months or years before the fire and the notices that went out. And obviously the bills, but since there's been such a gap between 2017 and now, a second look is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll
we're
give
gonna,
them a call, and
we're
I-
gonna
I'll
leave
give
it.
her an email.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it to Ms. Andre, Mr. Cohen to figure out whether or not we can actually find the appropriate parties. And we will relist this at a later time.
Yep.
So I think that concludes our agenda for today. Thank you all
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
That was a long hearing. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you, members of the board.
I know,
Good
wow.
weekend. Have a good weekend.
Thank you,
Take
everyone.
care, everybody. Bye.
All right, take care.
Take care,
Have a good
everyone.
evening.
See what happens when I join late?
I was gonna say, Tom, are you here? Well,
Well, thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Rubikowski.
very
We
much, Tom.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy.